Welcome everyone to another Empyrion Workshop Showcase. Join me today as we take a look at another great design from creator jrandall. This is the Sanctum Installation. Today's design is again called the Sanctum Installation, and it is from creator jrandall. This design is similar to his previous design, the Sanctuary ST, which I have covered in another video. However, this is a much more upgraded facility and much larger facility. The Sanctum is an unlock level 5 size class 3 base, and it comes with not only a very large landing pad for capital vessels and small vessels, but a very large roomy interior hangar bay for your hover vessels as well. So there is a variety of ways to get into the base. Along the ground level, we have some access doors on the front and back sides, as well as of course the large hangar bay doors for the hangar area. There is also an access door on the landing pad at the top, as well as a set of stairs leading down to another elevator hidden behind a shutter door. There are 6 hard mounting points for your defensive turrets, as well as a larger mounting area for an artillery turret. Starting at what I would consider to be the front of the base, we come into an entryway area that then walks around and leads us into the main production area of the base. This section of the base has 2 sides to it that are very similar, with the middle section having 10 large cargo boxes on each side. Along the wall towards the front of the base, you will find spaces for constructors to be placed. However, they have been intentionally left out of the design to cut down on the resource requirements, and of course I think to allow you more customization in what you have placed. On the left and right sides of the base, there are spots for your forges, or these of course can be used as spare rooms if you are not interested in building forges in the base. Inside the areas where you'll be placing your constructors, you'll find your fuel tanks and oxygen tanks tucked away. In the middle area, you will find an armor locker, clone chamber, and 2 O2 stations next to the doors leading into the hangar bay. You will also find your food processor and 5 fridges. Taking the elevator towards the front of the base, we come up to a second floor, which gives us access into the farming area, which gives you a total space for 108 growing plots, which of course are left out of the design to give you freedom to place them down as needed, and of course to cut down on the resource requirements for the initial build. On each side of the farming area, there are personal quarters A and B, in which you will find 4 beds, 2 closets, and a television. Back at the elevator, we have a door opposite to this, which leads us out to one of the outside hard points where you can place down a turret more easily. Coming to the top of this elevator, we enter into the control tower type section, which as you can see is not furnished, so you can of course decorate it as you choose, and stepping through the door, we are out on the main flight deck. Back on the ground floor, as I said, there are 2 doors next to your O2 stations that allow you access into the hangar area. In between the 2 doors leading into the hangar bay area, we have switches for controlling our lights and the hangar bay doors, which makes it easy to open or close the doors when needed, and of course to cut the lights off when you need to conserve power. On the other side of this hangar bay area, we have 2 doors leading into our engineering areas, A and B. The engineering areas contain more of your fuel tanks and O2 tanks tucked away. And behind the next elevator shaft, we have another exit door leading back out to the surface area. Taking the elevator inside the hangar bay, we will come up to a level that gives us access to the 2 reserve areas of the base. These rooms have been left intentionally empty, so you can use them for whatever you need, such as more fuel or oxygen storage. The door straight across from this elevator is another access door to one of the outside hard points for planting a turret down, making it easier to access without having to jump down off of the flight deck itself. And of course, the top of the elevator leads us to the access stairway that takes us right back up to the flight deck we saw earlier. When it comes to vehicle placement, the hangar bay seems more suited towards the hover vessels with 2 parking pads in the back and of course room for working on them or repairing them. You also have a space marked for the repair bay module, though it is not implemented in the base to save cost of resources. The flight deck has a similar setup with 2 smaller areas next to the control tower for your small vessels, and of course the top main flight deck is divided up if you want to use it for a combination of small vessels or for a very large capital vessel. This is a very large base, but you can see compared to the Cerberus, another one of jrandall's designs, that it is still not big enough to support that capital vessel on the flight deck. The Sanctum Installation is an unlock level 5 size class 3 base. It comes with a total of 37 fuel tanks, giving you a total of 44,400 fuel in capacity. And as you can see, with the hangar bay lights off and no constructors or forges currently installed and running, I have over 62 hours of power usage. It also comes with 33 oxygen tanks, giving you a total of 33,000 O2. It will require nearly 7,000 O2 to fill the whole base, though, spread across the 11 ventilators and 2 oxygen stations. There are no medic stations, just the one clone chamber in the entry area. As I said earlier, the turrets have been intentionally left out of the design so that you can customize it and also to cut down on the resources needed to build it. Once again, there are 6 turret mounting points in total, plus a larger artillery mounting point on top of the control tower. In total, there are 24 cargo boxes and 2 ammo boxes, along with the 5 fridges and 1 food processor in the main area. And as I said, there are no constructors or forges currently in the design, however the spaces are placed there. This is again to cut down on the resources needed to build this. When it comes to resources for building this, it is mostly made out of concrete, meaning that stone dust will be the main resource you need. Due to the combination of interior components, you will need over 1,600 iron, over 700 silicon, and over 400 copper. It also requires 50 plastic raw material and some sathium and cobalt due to some of the LCD screens throughout the base. Considering the size of this base, these resource requirements are very low. While you may be wondering how you can get the sathium and cobalt early enough in the game, it is actually fairly easy to stumble across it by raiding some of the neutral POIs, such as the excavation sites. Overall, I really love this design. It is a nice upgrade from the Sanctuary that I looked at in the past from jrandall, and it is one of the 2 designs I am currently considering for using in my upcoming live stream series. Though to be honest, I feel this is better suited for multiple players on a private server, or of course on a regular server, playing with friends where you have 2 or more people using the space. To me, one of the best things about this for a single player is of course the large flight deck, which means you have plenty of room for a larger capital vessel. So once again, this is the Sanctum Installation design from creator jrandall. It is an unlock level 5 size class 3 base, and if you are interested in checking out the design, I will have a link in the description below. If you do check out the design, be sure to leave a thumbs up for the creator on the workshop page and post any creative suggestions or helpful comments on the workshop page as well. Well, that is it for today's workshop showcase. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, be sure to hit subscribe and tick that notification bell if you haven't done so already. Be sure to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about the vessel. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, tell me why. Love to hear from you guys. But as always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.